Welcome back. We're about to go discuss things with Don Hung presumably about the failure of Finan and what to do next. I hope he's well. Something like that can really, I could see it really taking a toll on his psyche. Forced to relive his greatest fear and regret over and over, at least presumably. An unspeakable thing of unknown origin. What comes to your mind when we put these keywords together? Yeah, a Stellaron. A Leviathan? A cosmic mega octopus? Yeah, it's a Stellaron. That's right. If you think about the various characteristics of Amphorius, an isolated world of eternal night being eroded by an unknown power, we cannot discount this possibility. Truly, I mean, it's kind of one of the things I'm actually expecting is every single world we go to be on the receiving end of a Stellaron crisis, but we'll see. They could use that to pull the rug out from under us narratively, but so far that's the pattern. But even if it wasn't, the clues are all there. This has been bothering me for a while now. Everything we have seen thus far suggests that Amphorius wasn't always isolated from the rest of the universe. True. I mean, they have cameras and an internet. Be it the birth of the Titans or the encroaching black tide, none of these can be explained as a natural progression of a civilization. Right. The Titans are fascinating too. I mean, they're kind of like emanators. Though, I'm not sure if they're... I don't know. Not sure if they're weaker or stronger. But it's the closest parallel we have, I think. They're definitely not gods. Not truly. Not like eons, at least, but... There must be other reasons for its current state of isolation. It's just, if the cancer of all worlds is truly the culprit, then we should have observed certain phenomena, explicit or otherwise, by now. But that isn't the case. Which phenomena? The Stellaron hunters? No, not necessarily. The Antimatter Legion. I mean, this world is actually isolated, but the voice of the Stellaron, that's the one. Because that's the thing. What if the prophecy is the voice of the Stellaron? Because that is the open question. Who is this prophecy from? It would make too much sense. The question would be why? What does the Stellaron get out of the Chrysos heirs taking over the Titan's core flames? But that's what I was thinking too. From past experience, the Stellaron within you should be able to resonate with other Stellarons, but we haven't encountered anything like that here. Right. Has that happened else? But I mean, that definitely happened on Eurypon 6. Did I hear a voice on Penacony or the Xianzhou? Wait, did the Xianzhou? The Xianzhou did have a Stellaron, right? I think Fantilia would have brought it there. I actually don't remember now. Damn it. I know Penacony did. At the heart of Penacony. I don't remember hearing a voice for it. There are several other unanswered questions, too. My gut feeling is that things here are not as simple as they seem. But I think that's a very safe assumption. I mean, they don't even seem that simple in the first place, but... Furthermore, what happened in Penacony also proved that the appearance of a world may not necessarily be due to the influence of just one path. Right. No sweat. The Trailblaze can tackle even 10 paths if must. Well, maybe. Could be an all-star cast. Who knows? Maybe Akavili's behind it all. Not even the history fictionologist would dare to spin a tale like that. Yeah. For now, let's just take things as they come. The Black Tide could be a good starting point. Since Nikador has fallen, those who were suppressed by them will no doubt begin to counterattack now. Right. Specifically, the Black Tide. It seems our trailblazing expedition is growing in significance. Ooh, Mydei's POV. Same time on the other side of the Marmorial Palace. Oh, hey, Treeby. Treeby proper.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago.
Oh? I do love how much Mydei is actually worried about Finan. He is very tsundere, I think. But he really does care. And aw, Treeby.
I'm not worrying about him.
Are you not?
Oh, all right. You're a little quiet, though.
He may say that. I would be surprised if he's actually not. Like I said, I think he actually does care about him far more than he likes to pretend. Really about everybody. He's a big old softy at heart.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
Yeah, but he trusts him.
It's all right. Being straightforward suits you better.
It does. He's a softy in the body of Kratos.
Actually, Dee, there's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nikador's trial?
Yeah, I guess you guys wouldn't know.
Something that terrifies me.
Oh? Which bit of it?
Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
I mean, that would be foolish. Not a lack of fear. You'd still feel it. You just wouldn't be able to describe it. But... is it the... people of Castrum Kremnos being targeted? Was that what scared you? Or was it Strife Titan trying to force you into inheriting Strife?
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
Almighty. I don't think Treeby schemes. Aglaya maybe, not Treeby.
What do you mean?
Aglaya knew that Finan might fall.
That I do believe. And she kind of admitted it, not really directly.
And she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along, wasn't it?
I'm certain she would have been happy with that outcome.
Yes. Looks like you know everything.
Aw. But don't blame Treeby for it.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this.
Right.
The downfall of Strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses, Xerxes and Ornyx are also impacted, ramifications will be dire.
Yeah. I mean, Ornyx is already located within the Abyss. Can only be a matter of time before the Black Tide gets them, can't it?
They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
I don't know. I talked to Ornyx. I'm not so sure they're that willing to coexist with humanity. I mean, they're semi-pacifistic, it seems, but they despise us.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Kremnoans. Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long, I promise.
I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual.
Right.
Your people, they have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they?
I suppose so. Sure, they would welcome you seizing the throne.
If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you're the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
Depending on who you ask, of course. Those who followed him, yes. Those who didn't, not so much.
I once was. Lady Trebios. Therein lies my deepest fear.
Please tell me.
We'll talk again later. I'll be back.
I am fascinated by what it is you saw that you're afraid of.
D?
Yes, Treeby?
Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Aw, I love Treeby.
Thank you. The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look. The billowing steam always brings back memories of the furnaces in our homeland.
Are you looking for a Glaya, I wonder?
Regardless of what happens,
Thank you.
That is very sweet. Treeby's lovely. Oh no, we're going this way. What are you looking for?
Children left unattended by their parents? That's not safe.
I love that he's worried about that. Letting himself be distracted by it.
You shouldn't run around in here, kids.
He really is a softie.
Hey, it's the Crown Prince! Are you also here for a bath?
Not quite.
I want to hear stories about princes on the battlefield.
Oh, these are Castrum Kremnos children, too.
The Crown Prince. Are you Kremnoans?
Yeah, we are! The
Aw.
grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. Well, next to the parts next to it anyway.
Oh, and they look up to you.
My dad
See-
is a centurion with the Hydra Lancers, and my mom is the bravest warrior in the God Shield Brigade.
Wow,
We used to get tons of silver coins from Mr. Crateros.
that's cool. See, Mydei, this is why you made the proper, the right choice. You saved the next generation from the pride of fools. And that has to have been worth it.
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now. As warriors of Kremnos, they're braver than any Achaemen.
I'm sure they are.
Why are you kids here alone? Where are the grown-ups?
Mom and Dad were asleep, so we snuck out to play hide and seek with Mr. Crateros.
Who is this Mr. Crateros kid?
That old man can be such a child sometimes. You know where Kratos is? I happen to be looking for him.
Oh, that is who you were looking for. Okay.
Sorry, I don't. Come to think of it, we haven't seen him in a while. Did he get lost while trying to find us?
Yeah, maybe.
No way! Mr. Kratos is a member of the King's Aegis. He's the best at hunting down enemies.
Wow.
He was counting near Verax Leo when we went to hide. I thought about taking a peek, but who knows if it might be a trap he set.
That was the mouthy lion, wasn't it?
It was prudent of you to be cautious. So, which Verax Leo was he with?
It's, just take a few turns after you go out from here. It's close to the baths.
Okay, but these are all baths, though.
All right, I'll go look for him. You should consider the game over and head home for now. And don't play around the hot baths again.
Wait, Your Highness!
Dimitri?
Is there something else?
Oh, it's the kid.
I heard you retrieved Nikador's core flame.
He did.
Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Not so sure about that, kid.
Have you ever been to Castrum Kremnos? You were all born in the Holy City, and are living lives no different from the Achaemenids. Everything you know about our people comes only from the tales of others.
Yeah, but those tales have made them long for it. Of course, it's not so simple. Castrum Kremnos is no place for children. It'd be probably decades before it might be suitable for habitation again. And that's if you can turn the black tide back.
You have never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never seen your home?
This question feels a bit much for a child.
Because this place is definitely not home.
They don't feel welcome here.
Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are bored to wield swords and fight on the battlefield.
They also said that the Kremnoan detachment led by the Crown Prince is the bravest army across all of Emporius. No one can defeat them.
Aw, Kremnoan army in exile. I'm sure they are, though. Well, hopefully they don't shatter that myth of being unbeatable, these children.
The kids in the Holy City don't play with us. The moment they find out that our parents are Kremnoans, they shun us.
Yeah, I do think this is the root of his fear with what we saw. Kremnoans being ostracized by the Achaemenids.
We don't care. We all know that the Crown Prince will take us home one day.
Aw.
That time has not yet arrived. But, young men of Kremnos, heed my command.
I love it.
Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must not neglect these two aspects if you are to become a brave warrior of Kremnos.
Putting on the role for the sake of these children. He is such a good guy.
Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Taking the role putting on the hat the persona they expect, and giving them a little bit of peace of mind, a little bit of hope.
Yes, Your Highness!
The future of Kremnos. I should find Kratos.
And you have a lot on your shoulders. Do not envy you.
There he
Here
is.
we are.
Is he engaged in a debate with that foolish lion?
Rat! Oh, it's the Crown Prince of Castrum Kremnos.
Yeah, why are you so distressed? Doing something you shouldn't be doing.
Get a grip. We're here by order of the Council of Elders. Even the Chrysos heirs have to think twice before doing anything to us.
Yeah, those Council of Elders, they definitely seem quite antagonistic.
Out of my way, lackeys of the Council.
You really want to stand in Mydei's way?
The Civil Guard of Akama is on official duty. Please keep out of this area.
Did you not hear him the first time?
Calm down, my lord. Play nice.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'll allow you to pass this time, but just this once.
Oh, yes, tough guy. Definitely.
So, you think yourself knowledgeable? Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo in Castrum Kremnos came to be mounted on the wall?
No. Is Chrysius Leo related to these Varix Leos?
I don't know, my lord. How did it come to be? Let me enlighten you. A long time ago, the founder of Castrum Kremnos led a group of warriors to hunt down a lion on the outskirts of the city of Tritos. That vicious beast had been a menace for years, and the bones in its den were stacked even higher than the peaks around Akama.
It's quite the legend.
But do you know what happened? Nary a moment had passed after the beast's head peeked out of its den, when the Kremnoan warriors surged forward and brought it down within the blink of an eye, shattering its knees with a single strike. And then...
Are you trying to intimidate this lion?
Why are you red-faced already? We haven't even gotten to the best part yet.
Red-faced? How can you tell?
It's your storytelling, my lord. You're weaving such a captivating tale that it got my blood pumping. Please, go on. Well, if it isn't Lord Mydei. It's been a while.
I believe last time we saw you interact with Mydei, you were terrified of him.
Oh, what in Akama is happening? To what do I owe the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Krataros. My esteemed teacher.
So what did you need from him, Mydei?
Let's talk somewhere else, Mighty Moose. I'm tired of speaking with this silly lion.
I like his voice and design. Looks very wise and...
What about the Council's informants?
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried.
I want to say it a little louder so they have no trouble hearing.
They can follow us if they want to. Let's go.
You guys aren't even worth shaking off.
Wait, so how in the world did Chrysius Leo get mounted on the wall?
That is mean. Leaving the story unfinished for Varix there.
Keep up with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
No, you had it right.
Hey, old man, how dare you?
Calm down. Calm down.
What are you guys following him for? What in the world is your mission?
Don't fall behind now. Unless you want to upset our friends here.
Oh, of course.
Don't you dare try any tricks with us.
Oh, we would never. Well, actually, no, we really wouldn't. We're Kremnoan. They despise tricks. The lamppost protests aggressively at its lack of attention. It's a shame you fixed it up already.
A gentle texture
Demigod
and
of
a fine
treasures.
craftsmanship.
We're almost there.
Where are we going? Didn't I already fix that at
Why
one
have you
point?
stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Not so private chat.
Shall we, sir?
Let's do it.
Are we gonna kick their butts? Hey.
What are you up to?
You see that ledge over there?
Someone help me!
That's beautiful.
Some privacy at last. So,
Lure
tell
them
me,
in.
why have you come to seek this old man's counsel?
Kick their butts. Yeah, what? Probably to talk about his fears.
I came to discuss the future of the Kremnoans.
Interesting. I heard the core flame of the Lance of Fury has been restored, though not by your hand. And you're even considering giving up Nikador's divine power. Is this true?
Very.
Those rumors are not entirely groundless.
In other words, you did entertain the thought of giving up the throne of Kremnos and forsaking your people.
I don't think he was ever planning on forsaking his people. He just not taking on divinity. It's not the same thing. He cares nothing. He cares more for his people than anything else, I think.
The divine power is not equivalent to the throne. The path of strife is also not our people's only way.
Yeah.
Enough with the word games. You, of all people, should understand the plight of the Kremnoans. Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you.
Yeah.
Think about their children. Only the yearning for our former glory days has kept us going all this time.
Yearning for the past isn't gonna... It's not a good way to head into the future. Pretty much ever. Because you're not gonna get what you want. Things will never be the same. The world has changed. But no, I respect Mydei so much for trying to lead them down a path other than strife.
If they ever learn that the crown prince they look up to so much is actually toying with the notion of stepping down, think of the disgrace it would bring upon your departed mother, Mydei.
Ooh, that's harsh.
You best remember that she died for you because of Eurypon's schemes, to restore the glory of Kremnos.
Since you've brought that up, tell me, who is responsible for my father's death?
Wasn't it you? I thought...
Are you trying to shame me, Mydei? I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. Of course I remember that Eurypon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him.
It was Mydei. Well, apparently it was Mydei as well as those who follow him.
You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
Right, okay.
That was merely the final outcome. Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of.
Yeah.
The quest for glory. The tenet of valorous death before glorious return.
It isn't a very healthy, guiding philosophy for a civilization.
This is the creed of every Kremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
Don't be ridiculous. The only thing that could slay a king is a spear. Even an infant knows that much.
Well, disease could. Chance accident could. A lot of things can slay a king. King is nothing special.
I swore to your mother that I would guard your crown with my life. I never foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his back on the Kremnoan spirit. Gorgo. Your mother bore that name. The name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos.
Oh.
And she upheld that name with honor. If you choose to turn your back on her legacy, like a wretched deserter, Do not fault me for withholding my loyalty, Mighty Mos.
Krateros. Careful now. He is not turning his back. Well, poor Mydei. He's trying so hard to lead his people into a prosperous future, and they just, at least the old guard, does not want to follow.
I came to discuss the future of our people with you. But it appears this is not the right time yet.
Go, Mighty. Ha! That's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it?
It is.
Go down the path you have deemed correct. Deep down, you have always been one to do as you please. And I am well aware that no one could deter you once you've made up your mind.
Yeah, but it's not the point. He's trying to convince you to see things from his perspective, Krateros.
But don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos. We may reside in Akama now, but we remain eternally bound to strife by blood.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
Yeah, their era of destruction. Fitting name for it if it was been brought on by Stellaron. I mean, it's fitting even without the Stellaron, if one isn't responsible. No longer hold any significance. I mean, at least they shouldn't.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone. A lion should never dwell amidst its prey.
I hope, Krateros, that you are truly loyal to Mydei. Even if you disagree with him, that you won't betray him.
Especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting ground.
He does. I mean, even ignoring his immortality, he's powerful in his own right.
Eurypon, the boy did nothing wrong!
Oh.
This is murder! Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child. You mustn't reveal your weaknesses to the enemy.
Damn. That must be... Yeah, it's Mydei. We've sort of heard a little bit about this, that he was cast down, but rejected by death.
Enough! My decision is final. We must use this child's life to preserve the soul of the great Nikador.
Oh, God. You fuck. That is... sacrificing your child to preserve the life of the embodiment of war and strife.
We must save Castrum Kremnos.
Don't be absurd! Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. Do you truly believe him a threat to Castrum Kremnos?
You think he's a threat? It's not even just a sacrifice to try to preserve the soul of the great Nikador. Well, what did you see, or what were you told that makes you think Mydei is a threat to Kremnos?
You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this. Our millennia-old glory will become nothing more than a joke.
Have you forgotten that we Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter that the kings of Kremnos have ascended to the throne.
It's not really a great way of selecting a king, Eurypon.
As for our millennia-old glory, it has always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want, but it will not alter the nature of slaughter. Those who revel in it are but murderers. They are no more noble than the most monstrous beasts in Amphorius.
Okay, what you're saying now doesn't really match up with wanting to preserve Nikedor and your glory. It sounds like you're condemning Kremnos. What's going on, Eurypon? It's not... You want to use the child's life to preserve the soul of Nikedor. Save Kremnos. You believe he's a threat to Kremnos. Ending the bloodline of Kremnos and the glory will be nothing but a joke. Kremnos hold no value in the bloodline, so feuding that. Then it's through bloodshed and slaughter that the Kremnoan kings have ascended. But then you go on to criticize that. Call them nothing more than beasts. What is your deal? I don't know. You seem, as far as I can tell, a contradiction.
Enough with your words! Among all the kings of Kremnos, which one did not inherit the crown only after plucking it from the lifeless body of his father? But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands through mere words alone?
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed.
Honestly, you sound more like Mydei than you do than I would have thought.
Starting with this child, with these blood-stained hands, I will end it all.
What in the world is going through your head? There's some critical detail that I just do not, some piece of the puzzle that I just do not have. Understand King Eurypon. He wants to end the cycle of bloodshed. Save Kremnos. But also save Nikedor. Which doesn't really line up with ending the bloodshed. And for some reason, Mydei is a threat to him, to Kremnos.
Your failure is inevitable, Eurypon. You are just a coward who can only raise his blade against his own child. A beast that murders his own kin.
Ironic.
King's Aegis and Empress of Kremnos! You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold. If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo, then take up your spears and join me in putting an end to this bloody charade!
Wait, is this when he died?
Does anyone else have any objections?
No.
If so, come forward with your spear and prove your mettle!
You really... King Eurypon, you are fascinating to me. I don't understand you. I kind of want to. You both embrace and reject strife, it seems like.
Understood. 5, 4, 3.
What's the countdown for?
No one dare stand by my side. Cowards! Has that crown stripped you of your courage? 2, 1.
Is that Mydei crying?
It appears there are no objections. Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of tacit consent, the decision is final. With all present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Souls, where he will nourish the Lance of Fury and join the fallen heroes.
Oh, God.
May fate and the gods await your arrival.
Yeah, that was in the storybook we read.
My son, Mydei.
Stop!
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the life we have shared together, I grant you this one final chance.
With the blade of fury above us and the council bearing witness, I, Gorgo, hereby move to challenge the crown in accordance with the laws of Kremnos.
Ooh. I don't think she succeeds.
O unworthy king, in the name of the Council of Elders, I demand that you duel me!
Oh, Gorgo. Doing her best to protect her child.
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade strikes down.
But no, Eurypon, what is your deal? I guess I cannot get a read on him. What his actual intentions are. Except there's so many seeming contradictions in what he says.
Mydei, my son. They all tell me to forget. But how could I ever? The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. If there is no Kremnos without the crown, then I shall seize the crown and smash it to pieces to bring the people to their senses.
Oh, Gorgo. I respect you for trying to protect your child. I don't really know this, whatever the extenuating circumstances of this situation are. My instinct is to side against sacrificing a child, of course. I do want to know what Eurypon's reasons actually are. I mean, especially with the way he seemingly holds the Kremnoan ways in contempt. The mother roared in anger. The armies remained in silence. Only the cries and waves of the Sea of Souls echoed. Damn. In your private bath chamber. Of course, we know he does end up in the Sea of Souls, protected by death. And that's where he gains his immortality. Ever since the battle with Nikador, I haven't slept so soundly in ages. Even if death itself came to rouse you, you'd proudly retort, why does life slumber? Because the bed is warm. Ah, a nice warm bed in the morning. Lovely. Yet, a chill from the River of Souls wafted by. A sensation hauntingly familiar. Could death truly be at your door? Castris, are you there? Best to open your eyes, just in case it is her.
Miss, you're awake.
Death has come for me. Castris, why does life slumber?
That's a complicated question. I'm not sure I can answer that.
You didn't come to take me in my sleep, did you? Miss Grim Reaper?
I apologize for arriving uninvited. I saw that you were still asleep, so I took the liberty of waiting nearby.
You ever notice how those bits there make it look like, you know, almost like a skeleton? They look like her rib bones or something, a rib cage. wonder if that's a part of the outfit or something else. Fitting for her theming, of course.
I bring a message from Lady Aglaya. She has prepared a gift for you and Dan Hong.
Oh.
And wishes to present it to you in person.
A gift for what? A gift? Gimme!
I'm glad you're in good spirits. All right, let's set off.
Of course, Castris. Oh, she's just running off. Crown Prince of Kremnos revealed the past in that trial of apotheosis. The past gained through your travels. Head to the book and write it down. Yeah, I probably should write some of the new ones down. Oh, Mem. Ooh, new stories? Stell, why are you off reading them by yourself? I want in too. You're welcome to join me anytime, Mem. I knew you'd show up. Just sneaking a peek for now. Really? Then when it's time for the story, I'll listen super seriously. Well, I look forward to reading it with you. Before we write down the news story, we should actually read Treebees. The guiding light, laughter, and lament. In a corner of Akama, the newly arrived traveler stops for a moment. He rubs his eyes.
1, 2, 3? There's 3 identical children?
Is this, Treebee's ascension? The 3, Treebee was the first to ascend, right? The 3 children have differing smiles. One is beaming, one has a shrewd grin, that one must be Trianne, and one is smiling serenely. That must be, Trinon. Actually, I might have those two mixed up. Yet each of them looks just as mysterious as the other two.
Stranger, welcome to the Holy City. We will show you the way forward.
Oh, yeah, no, the newly arrived traveler is just arriving in Akama. Not Treebee. Treebeos. This name has not been mentioned for some time. Only the elderly priests of Yanisopolis know the true significance of this name.
High Priest, please guide us once again as we spread our wings on this long journey.
As music from his hometown plays, smiling children gather around the old man. They wish that the twilight breeze will carry away all tales of sadness. Wonder what the significance of the name Treebeos is. Does it just have to do with ascending to the demigodship? The end times loom like dark cloud, hanging over the city's residents and shrouding them with worry.
Hello, do you need our help?
They are adorable. Like torches dancing in the wind, the children illuminate the alley. They wipe away the women's tears. Babies sleep amidst whispers. On the windowsill of those in prayer, their light footsteps remain.
The 3 pillars of Akama
Is what the 3 citizens call them.
There's no need to be so somber. How about we play a game together?
They shake their heads. They are precious.
Guess who we are?
The 3 soared and landed in front of the townsfolk.
You're Trianne.
An old man says.
We're Trinan.
Okay, I had them right. Trinan is the quietest of the trio. That's what I thought.
Are you Trinen?
A young girl asks.
Wrong! We're actually Trian!
Trian is the most spirited of the trio. What it must be like to be 3 people as one. I imagine it's kind of like a hive mind, but some individuality remains. A shared consciousness.
Then you must be Treevee!
A child shouts.
You're right! Good job!
Treevee is as enthusiastic as she is adorable. She is. It matters not whether they can tell the trio apart. Of most importance is their sincere smiles.
We will show you the path to take.
The children fly ahead, guiding the lost back to the main road. Fitting for the goddess of paths. So you literally show people the right path to take.
You're lucky. You merely took a wrong turn.
Children flew before me. It was rare to see them so quiet.
However, there are many more unfortunate souls who have lost their direction in life.
There are. Oh, Treevee. That's another head I want to get into. I mean, as the first Chrysos heir, at least the first one to ascend, as the one who sees the prophecy. It just must be interesting. There was once a dying soldier on the battlefield who wished to bid farewell to his lover in a distant city far away. The child leaned toward the soldier and said nary a word as she listened to his final words of comfort. As for the other 2 children, they were in the city, beside a bed upon which a woman was lying in eternal rest, wailing uncontrollably. Not only do the 3 children share each other's senses, their souls are also interconnected. When one is filled with grief, the other 2 will burst into tears as well. Yep.
Perhaps we should tell you some happy tales instead.
The child wipes away her tears of reminiscence.
Our greatest talent is performing Amphorius' nursery rhymes.
Must be interesting. Will you perform for me? But those nursery rhymes have been told over and over, that any literate child could recite them by heart.
How rude!
The child gently flicks my forehead.
You should be reflecting on the nursery rhyme author's heartfelt intentions instead.
Oh. So, focus on the meaning of the rhyme, the nursery rhymes. In this lush land by gods chosen, giants raise their glasses in a toast. Okay, yeah. So each one was gathering comforting different people. Or one was doing someone, the other 2 were doing someone else. And this one was for the second lady. People commonly see the children riding on enormous flaming rockets. Their ultimate. Or actually might have been more than just their ultimate. Looking like shooting stars blazing through the holy city.
How dangerous!
An old man worriedly wishes the children to stop. They're gods, it's okay.
Not Trinen.
Aw, the quiet child shakes her head.
That's Trianne!
The exuberant child raises her hands.
Ugh, stop nagging.
The mischievous child pouts.
Can't I just play with something I've created?
Who are you talking to? Talking to Treeby? Did you not create the rocket? Every child in the world loves to play, and Treebios is no exception. Every child in the world is afraid of pain, yet Treebios tries to act tough.
Initially, there were many more of us. The others have merely gone one step ahead.
Oh. That's ominous. I mean, she is the oldest. And they did talk about how they're running out of power or something like that. They're the talk that had me really worried not that many episodes ago. One step ahead. Is that a way of saying death? The children swore they were already adults. Yet, when they carelessly hit the city gate, they cried out in pain together. I mean, they're more than adults. They're ancient at this point. The tripartite prophecy is but a distant ritual, and the Chrysos War a painful dream. Echoes from the Gate of Infinity occasionally jolt her awake, and the distant travels of her identical sisters sometimes inspire uncertainty within her. The new journey only begins when the previous one comes to an end. Despite time marching forward endlessly, the children always manage to stay true to their hearts. I love that. They are all that remains of one another. Senses intertwined. Their souls in communion. I am really worried about Treeby's future. It sounds like time has withered her away to just embers of herself. Triplets of fate Treebios. Children have walked far too long, and their footsteps once filled with doubt. Tears shed at partings also caused them to lower their sight. The favorite child of fate tried to forsake fate. It's ironic. Does a fragrant land truly exist at the end of the west wind? The three children link hands and disappear in the 1,000 doors, leaving only echoes that grow ever faint. There's no need for fate to respond. Treeby. There's the final Eidolon. Wonderful. Alright, sorry about that, Castros. Lead the way. Come on.
The baths are bustling. Now that Nikador has fallen, the soldiers in the city can finally catch a break.
That's good. A long-needed rest.
I don't know how long I'll be able to live like this.
Ooh. I don't know how I always see more of these.
Faith can dispel the black tide.
Analysis of Nikador's romantic histories.
Lady Treeby and Lady Trianne.
How can you tell from afar?
You must have forgotten. precious relic from our hometown. We definitely all saw it back then.
Can one of you forget something? That seems impossible. And what relic?
Trianne, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece.
Aw.
Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those sad times.
Aw.
Look at that color.
Even
And how
Trianne.
it glitters in the light. It's exactly as we remember it.
I wonder what relic this is. Trianne is... She seems... Beyond the adorable quirkiness of the trio, there's a lot of tragedy in her past, it seems.
Why won't you buy it? If someone else gets to it before us, we'll miss our chance forever.
Aw.
Calm down, Trianne. You need rest.
Please, there's no need to fret. If you need more time to make a decision, I can put this aside for you until tomorrow. Or until you're ready?
Yeah, you hold on to that as long as Trebi or Trebios needs.
No, it's all right. Trianne is just... She'll come to her senses tomorrow. We'll be off first.
It's a little interesting to see you arguing with yourself.
Trianne is just... what? Trianne is super mad, that's what!
Aw. I agree with Trebi, though. You need a rest. Now that I know there were a lot more of you, I'm really worried about you, Trianne.
You've forgotten all about Mama!
Aw.
Mama gave us something just like this before!
Mama. Now... this could be your mother from when you were human. At least I assume you were human at one point. Or I wonder if this is the same mother that Orynyx was speaking about. Probably the former, honestly.
Trianne...
Aw.
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
Merchant doesn't know how to deal with this.
See you tomorrow. May the winds of fortune bless you.
Oh, Trebi. And she's off. I don't know where she went.
It's so hard to understand what they're thinking sometimes.
Truly.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you tell me what Lady Trebi and Lady Trianne were discussing just now?
Oh yeah, what is this relic?
Oh, it's Miss Castoris. It's been a while. Well, honestly, I'm not quite sure myself.
No?
See, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Memorial Market, and bought it to use as decoration at my stall.
Okay.
When Lady Trebi and Lady Trianne walked by earlier, Lady Trianne happened to catch sight of it, and promptly insisted that it was a precious memento from her hometown.
From Yanisopolis. Was Yanisopolis the first to fall to the Black Tide, I wonder? To become the Abyss. I'm assuming the Abyss refers to all places that have fallen to the Black Tide. I don't know if that's ever actually been explicitly stated or not. The only one I think that's been explicitly referred to as the Abyss is the former Yanisopolis. But I thought I referred specifically to places that are in the Eternal Night.
But Lady Trebi believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. The likelihood of such fragile glassware surviving the Chrysos War is simply too low.
Does she know it isn't, or is she believing it isn't?
For some reason, Lady Trianne became awfully upset after hearing that.
I see.
Yeah.
Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just... if it truly is a relic from Yanisopolis, it could be worth a small fortune. Miss Casterus, I'm
Merchant.
running a business here after all, so...
We will pay you more than you paid for it. Give you a nice, healthy profit margin. Don't get greedy.
I understand. Feel free to name your price.
Not so fast. I object to this. Glare at her in silence.
I suppose I can sell it to you at cost as a sign of goodwill, Miss Casterus. Just promise to support my business in the future.
I mean, I would have been okay with some size of markup. Just don't try to cheat, Casterus. I mean, as Treeby said, it was probably a counterfeit anyways.
Much appreciated. We're lucky that she has a good heart. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people,
Aw.
let alone haggle.
Yeah.
Had it been another merchant, I would have been set back plenty.
Nah. Don't worry, with me here, I won't let any merchants take advantage of you.
The authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady Trianne and reminds her of her hometown.
I have to agree with you on that. It being a counterfeit is irrelevant.
I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady Trianne's care, but I haven't been able to come up with any ideas for a suitable gift. This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention. Perhaps this is the gift I've been searching for.
Maybe.
Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have to make some adjustments and stitch it onto wool felt to protect it.
Good idea.
That way, no matter how much Lady Trianne runs around, it won't break easily.
Make it less fragile than they are.
All right, back to business after that little detour.
Lovely.
Let's keep moving. Don't stray far now.
I love you,
I've already
Casterus.
kept Lady Aglaya waiting long enough.
She is
What are you folks going to do?
another sweet soul. Another kind heart. No, Don Hung is here.
It seems your friend arrived before us.
It seems so. Let's go say hi. Aglaya. Aglaya. You're finally here, Stell.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky.
And you too, Aglaya. Or, well, why would I be welcoming you? You're up so early, Don Hung. I didn't expect you to call me that. The gift. Give me the gift. Yes. I'm sorry about my companion's behavior.
Not at all. It's good to see you bouncing back with such energy after that tough battle.
You talking about in the trial? Or do you mean Nikador himself? Or themselves?
For all that has happened, it was never our intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikador and jeopardize your safety.
Okay, yeah.
To express our gratitude for your kind trailblazing endeavors, we would like to present you with the highest honor of Akima.
Oh.
This is the Dew of Divine Blood.
Oh.
Brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed.
Oh.
The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima.
Highest honor. This is a priceless treasure, isn't it?
Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of two cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other.
Are you sure this isn't too much? I mean, yeah, we helped you fight a god, but still.
And now, in keeping with tradition, Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky in appreciation of what you have done for us.
Thank you. I'm not a drinking age, no. My hand is trembling under the weight of this gift. This precious gift isn't simply a token of gratitude, though, is it, Lady Aglaya?
Very perceptive, Mr. Dunhung. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith.
Right.
With the dew of divine blood as testament, we wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
I mean, sure. I can't really speak for our colleagues, but I'm sure they'll be willing to help if we explain the situation to them. If they ever manage to make it down here. With all due respect, won't forging an alliance with the Chrysos heirs embroil us in the conflicts within Akima? I'm sure you can understand where our misgivings come from, Lady Aglaya. Wow, my gift! My gift! Wow, you seriously took a liking to the gift. Dunhung. Do you see what? 12 in existence. 3 remaining. It's beyond priceless. I don't know what it actually is used for, if it's like a drink or something you can add to a drink, or if it's like honey. I don't know. But having said that, Lady Aglaya, please don't misunderstand. We will still do what we can to assist you in the Flame Chase journey. It's just, I've heard of the friction between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Akima. Yeah. Lady Aglaya, she seems to be contemplating beheading them. As outsiders, we are wary of getting caught up in this conflict.
Wow! Gray and Danny have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard.
It's not Treeby, is it? It's her names for us, I think.
No need to worry, by the way. I can tell from Lady Aglaya's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine.
Hyacine. I wasn't expecting to meet you this early. But, I guess we've met a lot of the characters in pretty rapid fire. But you say you call me Gray and, oh, hey. And Danny. You close with Treeby, then? And interesting, you're very clearly an observant person if you're reading her micro-expressions and her tone.
Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so much for Akima. You're practically heroes to us all.
Oh.
Lady Aglaya would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
Oh, good. That would be bad. I was just... Sorry, I was taken aback when I saw you in perspective. You're shorter than I thought. You are?
Hyacinth. Thank you for taking care of the wounded of the past few days.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again.
A doctor. Of some sort. What was the... Yeah, taking care of the wounded.
Oh, it's Cassie! Oh, I've missed you.
Actually, I think she's using different nicknames than Treeby does. Pretty sure Treeby calls her Cass. Who is this? Oh, damn it, I like all these. Gray? Danny? Cassie? Is Aglaya's nickname Agli? That's not a no.
Miss! You can't say that. Lady Aglaya should always be Lady Aglaya.
Oh, okay. I guess she's special. Is Lady Treepy Lady Treepy? This girl, she's a natural at making friends. She is. I can't help but kinda like her. She's, something about her personality is just so endearing. She reminds me of an old friend with pink hair. Yeah, kinda. Maybe even more so.
As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together.
You're an acolyte of Aquila. Kind of like the way that rolls off the tongue. You're not the Chrysos heir for Aquila's core flame, are you? Yeah, I'd have to go check if Aquila is one of the ones that's already been obtained. I don't think they were, but they might have been. I mean, half of them were, so.
Can we be friends? I'd love to hear your tales of the sky. And
oh my.
It's a rare occasion that Akama presents such an invaluable gift to guests. Lady Aglaya, may I have the honor of tasting it too?
She is precious. Yes, we can be friends. Oh my god. So endearing. I don't know how else to say it.
Of course you may. Esteemed guests of Akama, please believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
Right. I'm sure we'll take you up on that eventually, but, well, if you insist. That look Donhung gave us. I see. In that case, we will accept this gift from Akama. We welcome the chance to talk with you, Lady Hyacinth.
Oh, yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Oh my. Yes. Glance. Pardon the question, but I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Micro-expressions, tone of voice, questionnaires. Are these all parts of the usual skill set for Aquila's priests?
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant lecturer of the new sporists at the Grove of Epiphany and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard.
I caught a word in there. Let me go through this all, though. So she is young. That makes sense. She struck me as young, as a young lady. Super endearing. But noose porists at the Grove of Epiphany. Noose. And now that could be a coincidence, but color me skeptical that it is. Now, I don't know if they know about Noose. I would be surprised if they do. That can't just be a coincidence, and at the Grove of Epiphany at that. Which, actually, I need a. Have I looked up Noose the erudition in the archive yet? I still need to, but I think he has something. Well, it has something to do with Epiphany. Something to do with knowledge, which is, of course, why Herta is so interested, you know, an emanator of Nous, of the erudition. But also head nurse. Head nurse or head doctor? I don't know. Or maybe they use it interchangeably, I don't know.
Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Nikador's attack on Akama. So the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to treat the wounded in Akama.
How many Chrysos heirs are in Akama? Any more than we've met?
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me. A little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away.
I mean, I can't say no to you. Ah, so you're a therapist. Thank you. We will keep that in mind.
Well, it looks like everything's sorted out now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaya.
So you are a savant, a veritable genius unto yourself. Well, I don't know if you're a capital G genius or not. But then I guess probably technically no. I think, how does one be labeled a genius actually? Do they have to be accepted by the other geniuses? I feel like that was something that was explained a long time ago in the game. I'm not positive on that. But you are, yeah, a prodigy.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the ire of the Grove.
It's the Grove of Epiphany. Is that involves Anaxa too, I think. Sounds like we'll be meeting him soon enough, probably.
As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide.
Oh.
We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Circe's core flame at the earliest convenience.
That makes sense that they would have people researching the Black Tide. I mean, if you want to stand a chance of turning the tides, you need to understand it. I mean, if even Nikador fell to the Black Tide, well, they didn't quite fall, but their mind fell. Then, yeah, just rushing at it Kremno style is not the solution. Okay, though, Circe's is next then. It sounds like.
Oh, that sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaya, you can't be asking me
to be the messenger? Why are you sounding so worried all of a sudden, Hyacinth?
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trianne will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akama, and Castros will be accompanying her.
Okay. Please let me join. I'd love to join Trianne and Castros, and just to see the Grove of Epiphany.
I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well.
Oh, there we go. Name drop.
Regarding the missing Titan, Thanatos.
Professor Anaxa. Yeah, he gives that vibe. And also, yeah, Thanatos. I am fascinated by that Titan. Has Thanatos ever been seen by anyone? That's an interesting question. I wonder why this made Hyacinth so worried, though. Since this involves Akama's diplomatic affairs, it'll give you some privacy. Back to bed? Boring.
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Miss Trailblazer, why not go with him? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
Now you are speaking my language, Aglaya. I'd love to. And if it's so picturesque, well, I should probably take some pictures for a certain celestial rosy maiden.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove, Gray. I'd be delighted to show you around.
I love the nickname Gray. You know, that nickname would just naturally... You can't really go Treeby-y. So I guess Treeby is just Treeby. I wonder if that's the origin of that nickname, actually. It's consistent with everyone we've seen so far. With the exception of Lady Aglaya, of course, because Lady Aglaya can only be Lady Aglaya. Sounds good. Gaining more insight into the customs and geography of different regions of Amphorius is also part of trailblazing. Right.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you.
What is it for? Is that an actual thread?
This tool, called the weft, is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations.
Oh.
Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays, it's become a symbol of great significance. In this respect, it is the perfect token to represent my will. If you encounter trouble at the Grove, just take this out and show it to them.
It marks me as your envoy then, basically, or equivalent to. That's a lot of trust you're placing in me, a lot of authority.
While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would. Castris knows this too.
That sounds cool. I'd love to see things as you do. Though now I'm kind of curious what's in the Grove that we wouldn't be able to see otherwise.
Make good use of it. Trian is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Okima, so I won't keep you any longer. May your journey be smooth.
Thank you. The weft.
Make good use of it. Trian is already waiting for you at the...
Thank you, Aglaya. Well. Oh. Speak with Castris and Hycene and prepare to head out. Though, actually, I'm going on vacation soon. I need to be able to record enough, so I think we probably should call this a good stopping point. Yeah, there's no way I can prepare enough full, 2-hour episodes, so we'll call it for here.